Welcome to day 3 of EDC Las Vegas. We have CRANKDAT joining here for Insomniac Radio. Welcome. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Christian, big weekend for you. Big set yesterday, and I believe you're about to do a B2B with Tape B, which is going to be
That is correct.
absolutely mental.
Yep.
How are you guys deciding how to back and forth? Because I know you're super high energy with it. I know he's super high energy with it.
So we both spent the whole day in the hotel room basically just going back and forth on mix ideas that we could possibly try to do. We decided after evaluating kind of what we chose and the options that we're going with, that this is kind of a 180-degree pivot from what both of us do regularly, which I think is actually really sick.
I think that's going to give the fans something that they've never seen before, obviously.
Yeah.
And as I understand, you were an athlete before.
Yeah, guilty.
And coming from a place of inspiration or kind of work ethic, what do you think you can tell someone who's watching this right now? How does that impact anything about what you do today as a music
100%.
producer?
I mean, yeah, I did sports in high school and a little bit in college. I actually dropped out of college to do music full time. So I've been fortunate enough to tour professionally since 2017, which was, what, 8 years ago now?
Yeah.
But you know, I use the just mentality that I developed doing those sports, which is basically just never give up, you know?
Absolutely.
You can't. You have to keep at it.
And the shows are flying in, and I want to use this opportunity to also, like, is there a city in the U.S. you'd love to shout out that might be a little underrated?
Underrated? Oh, man. That's a tough one. I'd probably go with El Paso, Texas. We had a show there a couple weeks ago, and we had decided, it was one of the smaller shows on our tour, actually, but we decided that was the highest energy crowd that we had played to on the entire tour, which was pretty sick. Smallest, craziest at the same time. It was really fun.
Any travel hacks or anything that people wouldn't expect that, like, you can't travel without?
That I can't travel without. No, not necessarily. I will say I've started falling asleep to 10-hour box fan on Spotify.
It's keeping those royalties up for the brown noise and box
they're
fan
making
noises?
a fucking killing off of me. It's just, it's a 10-hour loop of box fan noise. So
Does that mess up your Spotify Wrapped at the end of the year?
I will find out. It's a new thing for me. I'll see it. Yeah, hit me in December and ask me again.
And as I understand, you also got a brand new residency at Zouk.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And as an artist playing at a club like that, is there a different way you kind of present or prepare your material?
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, I'm a bass music act. I play a lot of dubstep. I play a lot of, heavier stuff. Obviously, that's not really what a club like Zouk is traditionally used to. So for me, it's kind of, it's gamified a little bit. I have to figure out a way to do what I do and make it presentable, organically to somebody that showed up at the club that night. You know, it's a little bit different than a CRANKDAT show. Like, people will come to a CRANKDAT show, they know what they want to hear. I can play with them, I can have fun with them, I can kind of, musically tease them with what I'm going to do and stuff, but like in Vegas, it's completely different. They don't know what I'm about. They don't know what I'm going to play. They don't know my music. Not everybody, at least, So it becomes a little bit of a game of how do I make these people leave this room tonight enjoying the music that I love.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's honestly really fun.
Yeah. And anyone watching this already knows your recranks, your edits, your remixes are top tier.
Thank you.
Is there one that was super surprising that, like, way outperformed anything you ever expected?
Well, I mean, shit, just right off the bat, I mean, it's funny enough because next week is the 10-year anniversary of one of the very first remixes that I did, which is Trap Queen by Fetty Wap, which is kind of what set everything in motion for me way back then. It's a 10-year anniversary, and, that was just, like, that was maybe in the first 5 remixes I had ever put out, and it was, it has like, 150 million on YouTube or something like that, which is pretty big for something like that, especially for an 18-year-old kid that doesn't know anything, making music in his bedroom.
For sure.
Yeah.
And let's use this next question to wrap it up as like, let's take this as a tweet that you're going to speak into existence.
Okay.
And if there's just a chain of, I don't know, up to 5 words that's like a track title or an edit that's about to come out, that people can't forget those words.
Ooh.
What is that going to be?
CRANKDAT and Nightmare type shit.
Okay, there we have it. Thank you, CRANKDAT, for joining us.
Thank you,
We're
man.
here
I
for
appreciate you,
Insomniac
bro.
Radio. Much appreciated.
Absolutely.